Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. And to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast, I am finally gonna be deboxing my 2010 limited edition Belle doll. And before we start, I'm Jamie and I like to make toy videos here on my channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you would like to stay tuned for more toy video content. Fun fact, she is actually the third doll in the entire Disney limited edition doll series, with only the OG Tiana and OG Snow coming before her. And she was limited edition of 5,000. I got her on eBay in 2016 for about $450. I always love it when they write long copies on the back of the box about the doll. And that was the time when they were only $99.50. Oh, another fun fact. Back then, all of the designs on their window panels were the same. For Snow White, Tiana, Belle, and even Purple Rapunzel, they only started doing unique designs starting with Wedding Rapunzel, I think. Alright, time to take her out. Here is the certificate of authenticity. It has foil printing and my doll is 3,466. And like always, let's remember her in her original box posing before we take her out and ruin her forever. I'm just kidding, we're not actually gonna ruin her. Now it's time for some snippy snip. And also some twisty twist. And she is free! So for the background of the box, it's a partial view of the ballroom. It's very clear, very sharp, not pixelated, and has a yellow flooring. Here's a 360 view of her, and look at that hair! I am so excited, I can't wait to talk about her hair and how good it is. And I also want to point out the fact that her dress holds its shape really well. And it's not because of tissue papers or whatsoever inside, she doesn't have any. It's just all about the mesh tulle layers underneath that's poofing it out. Alright, detail time! So face sculpt. I do believe she's sharing the same face sculpt with the singing Belle dolls that they were doing back then around that time. And I really love the way they painted it. I love the unsure, inquisitive expression on her face with the brows. She's like, should I really choose him as my sugar daddy? Not really sure yet. And for her makeup, she has some silvery eyeshadow going on that is quite shimmery, and her eye colors are a little bit more hazel than brown. She comes off very brown in the movie, but the doll has very hazel vibes, and her rooted eyelashes are this simple little flick at the end of her lashes. And for her lips, she has pink lips, and it was around the time where Disney just was giving pink lips for everyone. Even if they had red lips in the movie, they kept the makeup soft back then. For her jewelry, she has two dangly earrings, which is like this gold stud with 4 little beads as the dangled part. And I wish the beads had some weight to it so that they can actually dangle, but right now they're very light, so they're just kind of sticking out. And the same beads are also wrapped all the way around on her little top knot bun. Now, for her hair. I think her hair is one of the best hair that I have seen on a Disney limited edition doll, like right out of the box. It's so fluffy, it's so soft, and it's so curly. Like the curls are just naturally curly because they actually rooted curly hair onto the doll, and the hair have no gel whatsoever. No gel, like zero. It's just very shiny, very soft, very fluffy, and the curls are holding their own shape. And that, I'm saying that while these curls have been stuffed in a box for over 10 years and they're still maintaining their shapes. And that is power. For her hairstyle, it's styled in her iconic look with the half down, half knot little bun thingy on the top. And she doesn't actually have her widow's peak until the 2016 doll. Moving on to her outfit, so for her bodice part, she have the same beads as straps that are just like falling on her shoulders. They're actually very pretty. And she also have roses on her bodice at the lining. They're just basically ribbons kind of rolled into make it look like a rose, and they also have like a little yellow gem on top of each of them. They're quite pretty, but looking from the side, they can also look a little bit bulky and a little awkward. The middle part of her bodice is ruffled, and on top of that she has 3 more strands of beads falling on top of it and also on her waist as a belt. And for her opera gloves, they're like this, I don't know what to call this material, but it's almost like a metallic threaded mesh kind of layer. It's see-through, it's soft, it's delicate, and it's sparkly. And she also has a lace trim at the end. On her other hand, she also comes holding a sparkly bejeweled red rose, which is actually very pretty. The leaves are like this velvety kind of material, and the stem also has a wire in it so you can actually pose it. It was back then when all of these dolls actually came holding an accessory that is important to their story. I mean, the biggest crime there is how none of the Ariel dolls come holding her Dingle Hopper. That is a crime. Moving on to the skirt portion of her dress, so the top and the bottom are just sewn together one piece. I think later down the line they like to do two separate pieces between the bodice and the dress, but this one is stitched together. Overall, her dress is quite movie accurate with the ruffles. They're like stitched in the middle down with the seam so that they're kind of bunched up together to create these ruffle effects. And she also has gems sprinkled all over the piece. In the middle, she also have this sheer organza little sash that runs across the entire dress. And they're held together by more roses like her bodice, but one thing I noted on these roses is that they're not hemmed, so you can see that the ribbons are fraying a little bit at the end, so you might have to be a little bit careful when handling her not to fray them and unravel them further. But I really love the fact that the roses are even there on the back of the dress. My only comment on the dress is the shape. Right now it's more of like a triangular cone shaped, when in fact in the movie it was supposed to be like a bell shape. So I just wish that it would have been fuller with a little bit more fabric to create that overall shape from the movie, and also that you can, you know, flow the dress a little bit and have some movement to it. Now let me show you the gigantic amount of tulle and mesh petticoat that is happening underneath there. So I'm not really sure, but I think there's 3 layers of petticoat underneath, and it's just so beautiful. The dress doesn't look empty inside like the other dolls. It just looks like it has layers and layers of petticoat, just like in the movie, to keep the shape of the dress, and I just really love and appreciate that. And finally, her shoes. So her shoes are basically the same exact shoes that the Snow White doll was wearing. It's the yellow heels with these little bows in the front. So my overall thoughts on her is that she is a beautiful, stunning, gorgeously executed doll. She tends to get overlooked because, you know, the 2016 Platinum Belle doll is really, truthfully, in fact, the most beautiful Belle doll there is out there. So when it comes to the yellow dress, she kind of gets overlooked. So people tend to go for the Winter Belle doll or the Platinum set, and she's just like, I exist, you know. And I mean, she's worth it. Like, the hair alone is worth it in my book. And did you also notice that she doesn't have any embroideries on her and still look amazing? So yeah, the lack of embroideries on the newer dolls are not the reason for the quality decline. It's just that they took away the embroideries and also took away the non-embroidered details, so that is what making the current dolls kind of lacking a little bit. But it just goes to show that embroideries are not the key to being a limited edition doll. I actually do have the 2016 Platinum Belle as well, but she is in the box all the way up there on my wardrobe, so I just don't have the energy to bring everything down. But maybe I'll edit a photo so you can see a side-by-side look between them. But let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a comparison in an actual video. Alright, so that is it for my review on the 2010 limited edition Belle doll. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you have her? Do you want her? What do you think of her? And you can also check me out on Instagram at Shamie Creates for more toy photography. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, thumbs up, and subscribe so you get more videos like this in your video feeds. It will really help me out. But right now, thank you so much for watching until the very end, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye!